Indiana basketball dropped another close one, 70-62 on the road against number 10 Illinois. I'm Drew Rosenberg. That's Kyler Staley. We're here doing the Hoosier Illustrated Postgame Wrap-Up. Really great effort on the defensive end tonight. Indiana had really struggled on that end for the last couple of games, giving up 90 average of 90 points for their last two, and really bounced back tonight with a really good effort on that end of the court. What do you see there, Kyler?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was good effort overall, just on both ends of the floor. But you mentioned defense. I thought defensively they were pretty solid tonight. They were battling, they were competing, not making things very easy for Illinois. I know Illinois started to hit some big threes, at certain points in the game, but Illinois, for the most part of the game, did struggle from behind the arc. Obviously, not as bad as what Indiana did, going scoreless in that area, but Indiana really battled today, and it's one of those ones where like it's really tough because they really needed this one, and you thought that there was signs of life. And this is kind of a weird statement to say, but I thought this was the best that they've looked in a loss all season long. I mean, obviously you throw the Kansas game there as well, but as far as road losses that they've
Yeah.
had, they really battled. And honestly, it just came down to, you didn't have Malik Renew. He fouled out with 3 minutes to go, somewhere around there. Who's obviously the best player on the floor for Indiana, been like that all season long. Xavier Johnson tried to do what he could to that, but at the end of the day, when shots aren't falling, you're not making free throws. It's just hard to win on the road. And like Mike Woodson said, there's a fine line when you want to win on the road. You almost got to play perfectly. Indiana was really close to playing, kind of perfect, but it's still those small things that are just major struggles for Indiana right now.
Yeah, you mentioned they did not make a single three, 0 for 9 from beyond the arc, missed 10 free throws. All of those things kind of just the lack of shooting from this team really just every single game it feels like we're talking about their inability to shoot the ball. And today, I mean, you make even one or two threes from changes the game completely.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And you make a few threes. 0 for 9, never going to get you a win on the road. Probably won't even get you a win at home a lot of times. And then it just comes down to the free throws. I mean, there was plenty of opportunities for Indiana to score at the line tonight. And then you go back to the one where I think towards the end of the game, X had a chance to tie the game up. That could have changed the momentum there if he just would have tied it up. But your senior guard misses two critical free throws. You just can't have that happen. You're just never going to win games on the road. And like you said, we are just kind of spinning our tires right now when it comes to the struggles with Indiana. It's shooting, free throws. Usually defense is kind of a talking point there, but tonight Indiana's defense was pretty solid for the most part. But they got to play perfect on the road. Indiana had opportunities tonight, like they've had all season long, to get these big wins, and they still don't have a quad one win. So that really hurts.
Yeah, you mentioned X. I mean, 2 for 7 at the line, but other than I guess the free throw shooting, it really felt like that X game that he kind of needed. I mean, had really been struggling since his return from injury. X finished, I think he finished with 14 points, 4 rebounds. Just was really taking control of the offense. But as you mentioned, those free throws were killer.
Yeah, and honestly, sticking with X, like this was probably his best game back. Obviously, you throw the Ohio State game there as well, but man, he really needed a game like this. And this is the type of Xavier Johnson that you want on the floor for Indiana. He is a little chippy. That's just always going to be part of his game. He's going to talk a lot. He had that controversial technical at the end, which I still don't think is a technical, me personally. So, not a big fan of that call whatsoever. I think it was a poorly called technical, but just overall with Xavier Johnson, I mean, 14 points, 6 of 11 shooting, had only 2 assists. So you want to see those numbers go up just a little bit, but you saw at times the explosive ability that he usually plays with, when he was healthy, that quick burst of speed, going through the right lane, getting past Coleman Hawkins, those guys like that. It really benefits Indiana a lot when he's like that, and when his head's in the game and he's not being selfish. That's where Indiana really excels. So it's a tough one because he did have a good game. This was his first good game since all the issues that he's had. So you just hate that a win didn't come with it.
Yeah, Indiana, Xavier Johnson, they'll get a chance to bounce back on Tuesday when they go back home to Assembly Hall. It feels like they really need to go back home after this really tough stretch. They've lost their last 3, chance to end the losing streak when they take on Iowa. I'm Drew Rosenberg. That's Kyler Staley. It's the Hoosier Illustrated Postgame Wrap-Up. Make sure you're checking out the Hoosier Illustrated YouTube, Spotify, and the HoosierIllustrated.com site for all things IU athletics. Thanks for watching.